Hello, in this video I'm going to show the productivity tricks on the HUAWEI Pura 70 Pro. Okay, so let's begin. First thing I'm going to show you are the floating windows. Let's open up the settings first, let's scroll down, and let's begin with the accessibility features. And that features are under the multi-window. In here we have a whole list. Let's also make sure that we have the multi-window dock. I'll show you that later. So, to enter the floating window, you can also see a tutorial, of course, in the settings. If you're interested in that, in here you have two tutorials, how to do it. But let me show you how I do it. So, to open up the floating window first, simply open up the app, just like that. Now, turn it off, simply. Open up the recent apps, and in here, next to it, on the top right corner, we have that icon. We need to click on that, and now as you can see, this small window appeared. We can also adjust its size when we grab on the edge to move it around the screen. Hold this thin blue bar, and we can place it on the screen anywhere that we want. If you want to minimize it, you can click on that icon. If you want to max it out, you can click on that icon next to it. If you want to close, click on the X button. That's pretty simple. But also you can simply grab it, max to the upside, and it also gets into full screen right now. So that's the way how you can use the floating window, and of course the floating windows are pretty cool and good for multitasking, because for now I still have access to my notes, and I can do any other stuff. For example, I can open up the calculator, count my stuff, and I can quickly get into the notes and even create a new one and type my stuff. As you can see, everything is being typed and saved in the notepad. So that's how the floating window works. In my opinion, they are a pretty cool feature. So if you like productivity, you should use them. The floating windows, I mean. Now, we can also use the split screen mode view. For that, for example, I'll open up the browser as an example. Okay, and the next thing, let it be the calculator. But first, open up your browser. Now, grab from the bottom edge of the screen into the top left corner, just like that, and now release. Okay, and now we need to select the second app for the split screen view. So again, let it be the calculator, and now you can see that the screen has been cut and split in half. On the top side we have our browser. I can still scroll the internet, type anything that I want to find it. To find it simply on the internet, and on the bottom I have my calculator, and I can count anything that I want. So it's also good for the multitasking. When we click on that three dots in the middle, we can flip top or bottom the apps. We can also save the combo, and now it has been saved into the home screen, and now we have a shortcut to it. Also, we can adjust the size of the floating windows by holding on that those three dots. We can adjust the size, and if you want to get out of the split screen mode, simply hold one of the apps to the upside or to the downside. Now release, and now we have the browser in the full screen. So that's how you can use the split screen mode. It is also pretty cool in my opinion for multitasking and for the productivity. You can, organize your space and do anything that you want at the same time. So now, yeah, we have the floating windows, we have the split screen. Of course, we have whole notepad apps and calculators, for taking notes, for example. But now let's go straight into the AI, but maybe not yet AI. When we open up the settings, I forgot to show you one thing. Open up the accessibility. We have the SuperHub. It is also pretty cool and fun to organize the things in one place. So we can touch and hold images, files, or selected text, then drag to SuperHub to store temporarily. Okay, in here we have option how to drag them out. and next to it we can drag individuals only. Okay, so for example, let me show the example on the text. So I just rotated it in here, hold it, but first let me also select it just like that. Now hold the text and place it where it says drag here. Now release, and now we have our thing in the SuperHub. As a second thing, let me open up the gallery. And here I have some photos, so I'll hold one of them. I'll drag it in here, release, and now we have two things in the SuperHub. To get access to it, next to power button we have this thin bar. You might not see it clearly, but it's here. Perform that kind of move, simply slide to the right side, from the right side to the left side, clicking here, and now we have access into our SuperHub. So we have our photo in here and also our text. To drag it out, simply hold on it, release, and it has been dragged out. It didn't work, but let's try again. For example, with the photo. Oh, my bad. To open it up in the notepad, we need to open up the notepad, and now we will be able to place it out. Yeah. Okay, so that's the SuperHub. And the last thing I'm going to show you is the AI and the things that we can do with it. Let's open up the settings, because it might not be adjusted yet. Not again. Now click on Huawei Assistant. And let's begin with the Huawei voice. We can use the button to wake up our AI, or we can use the our voice. To enable the voice wake up, click right in here. Click in here, and now we need to record our phrase to do it. Now we need to say this phrase 3 times. Hey Celia. Hey Celia. Hey Celia. Hey Celia. Hey Celia. Hey Celia. Alright, it has been successfully adjusted. Let's click on done. And now it works. In here, select the conversation language if you want. In here, we have a list of supported languages. And yeah, now we can wake it up using our voice, or we can use the power button as a shortcut. To launch it, simply hold for around 1 second. In here, click on enable. In here, click on AI voice also, and click on draw other apps. And now it should be fine. Okay, now it works. You can see that. Now it's registering my voice. So everything is fine. Okay, so I'll show you what things we can do using the AI. For example, we can ask him some questions. We can also tell him to, for example, set an alarm for us, so we don't need to do this manually. We can ask him for a dinner recipe or an idea what to cook. So everything is up to you. You can use your imagination and your mind to create decisions or make them up. Alright, so let me show you, for example, let's wake it up using the voice first. I'll wake up Celia and I'll ask her a question, for example, who was the first man on the moon? And we'll see what will be the answer, so let's ask it. Hey Celia, who was the first man on the moon? Now click on search result. Oh, something went wrong. Let's try again. Hey Celia, who was the first man on the moon? Okay, click on the search on the result, and now we have our answer, and we didn't have to check this manually, so it is how it is. Now let's wake it up using the power button, and I'll show you how to set an alarm with using the help of the AI. So we don't need to do this manually. So let's wake up the Celia. Set an alarm at 7 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, due to Celia, it has been successfully set, but just let's make sure. Let's open up the clock app. Now alarms, and you can see that 7 p.m. Has been successfully set. And it will ring tomorrow at 7 p.m. So it works pretty nice. Of course, you can use AI almost to do anything. Of course, it has some limitations, but I'll leave it to you to find out what they are. Just use your brain. You are really clever, and I'm sure that you have a lot of things in mind. So for your productivity, you can try to use the Celia and all of the features that I have shown you. Alright, that's all in this video. Thank you all for watching. If you found this video helpful, please leave a like, comment and subscribe.